Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Sonic Adventure 2. In this episode we are going to do Knuckles' final stage in the hero story. This is Meteor Herd. And so just the usual, we're finishing up those pieces of the Master Emerald. So before we go any further for this one, there's just one more upgrade. Well, actually not really the last upgrade, but just the one upgrade that we need to get before we go on. And so it's actually going to be something that, well, not exactly useful for finding the piece of the Master Emerald, but of course, actually, something that something actually kind of neat though. But it's for the sake of getting every single one of the upgrades. So the whole thing with Meteor, and actually, I do want to say those space levels in the treasure hunting stages, they can kiss my ass, honestly. Although Meteor Herd, I can kind of tolerate somewhat, despite the butchered radar. But it's still a pretty large stage anyway, and so it's gonna take like having to search all over the place because of the gimped radar. But another thing is because, well, actually, yeah, I think that's just all I could just say about it. But of course, it wouldn't be as bad as that one stage for Rouge. I'll talk about that once we get to that, because I guess all you guys already know how I feel about it. Just ahead of time. So once we get to the stage, we'll just go. That's what I'll talk about anyway. So, all right. So here's where you get the get Knuckles look right here. This is sunglasses. See things you couldn't before. Change the action window with the Y button. Press B button to use, and just jump to take them off. So those, yeah, you just see some hidden or some invisible items and stuff and whatnot. And so, oh, okay, I didn't mean that to get up close, but yeah, see these capsules here, and then you just use a spring to get up out of that this little area where the pit is, or the whole pit anyway. All right, and so we'll go ahead and start doing some emerald hunting around here. I'll be just fair warning, guys, that there is going to be a bit of jump cuts. Well, especially for this. Well, especially for either this stage or I would also say the the next stage we're going to go to as Sonic. But yeah, that's basically the whole thing with a Meteor Herd, is that there's of course going to be a bunch of meteors that will rain down on you, because hence the name. And also here's one of the most bullshit part about or the most bullshit parts about the stage itself. I might swallow my words. My English is not very good at all today, because I got back from the gym, and so I'm still a little exhausted with having to do these workouts, and I might have some speech impediments, so please bear with me on this one. Let me just, I'll go ahead and tell you, like, one of the biggest issues about the stage, the hit monitor. So I told you about how like, the main issue for the hit monitor is that they can actually tell you where the emerald pieces are, but that's only like assuming that you already know where the what area that this is, and like because chances are you're not really going to remember this area very well, and at least or just remember the whole level design. But like that's what the game assumes you to do. But here's a catch though for this one. The hit system is very much butchered in the worst ways possible, because they'll actually try to tell you, they'll actually try to fuck with you for one thing. They'll tell you, like, where some emeralds are not at. And so that leaves you to just go and wander around lost and wonder where the emerald is. So yeah, the hit system really fucks with you in this one. So like this, who thought this was a good idea? First of all, that's like the stupidest and most just downright most cruel thing that anybody could ever do. But trust me on this one, it actually does get worse in Rouge's last stage that we'll be getting to. Trust me on that one, it will get absolutely worse. And we'll just have to talk more about it later. But it looks like we're getting close to the first emerald that's just so close around here. There's a little gimmick with this one here, is that you just fire the rocket against those cages you see there, and the cages can only be broken with a rocket if you activate those, as long as you find one. Oh shit, artificial chaos. Hate those guys. But yeah, if you hit that switch that right there, then that platform will actually just stop, but only temporarily though, because after you get off and over to the next platform, then it'll actually just stop itself, and it'll slam back down. Now this one kind of confused me a bit to where that emerald piece was, because it was detecting it was from one of those little containers over there, but I couldn't figure out where it would be. And then I realized that's just that one that's up there, and there could be some of those that could either be inside the containers or just on top of those, and that's also what kind of stumped me. Like, I thought I had to go inside those containers, but there's just one on top. And some of the emerald pieces, they can be hidden inside those little spots you see with the moon and the star they saw in there. Yeah, if you just dig into there, then sometimes they can be found in there. Because, you know, keep in mind that one thing I never mentioned this before, it worked like that in Sonic Adventure 1, that the emerald pieces or any or whichever kind of objects you're searching for, they're always randomly generated. So like whenever you I don't know, maybe leave the game and then come back, then they always they always have this RNG where like they'll just be placed randomly like at any kind of spot, or at least each of the 3 emerald pieces. So and there's gonna be like a multitude of locations that they could potentially be, but it's always gonna be randomized. So like that's where you want to go and just, you know, search all over the place just for those emerald pieces. And, you know, I would just have to say that SA1 did so much better for that with how much more helpful the tent system was, and also with the radar that could actually detect any emerald piece. But no, for this one, it's, you know, poorly designed where it's been butchered, and so the hint system is downright bad, where just assuming you already know about the level design. And, of course, you know, with the radar only allowing to detect one emerald piece at a time. So, like... yeah, that's just that's just one thing. Overall, though, I just never liked the treasure hunting stages, at least for Knuckles and Rouge, because of the whole butchered system there is. So or this whole design choice. Yeah. I guess you guys might be thinking, like, you know, if there would be anything I actually do enjoy about SA2. Well, yeah, of course there is. I mean, I will say that I really do enjoy Sonic stages. Then, of course, once we get to the Dark Story, then it would be Shadow stages. But, you know, but like I don't really enjoy the mech shooting stages all that much. Well, maybe it would be for Dr. Eggman, but, you know, I'm also going ahead of myself because we're only starting with a hero story. We're almost done with it anyway. But we haven't really gone over to the Dark Story just yet, though. I haven't actually recorded the Dark Story just yet, though. I'll get to that hopefully. But yeah, the last normal piece was also where I just had to go all over the place. It's actually like you basically just have to go up and down because because you know what's really annoying about this stage is that, you know, because of how huge it is, without a doubt, very huge all over the place. So like chances are you could just be going to the upper area, finding that one emerald piece, and of course the next emerald piece that the game wants you to get is all the way down to the bottom, and then just like what it's doing right now is that it's making me go all the way back up to the top. So you just could be going up and down, up and down, up and down, if you're just going for the emeralds that the game wants you to get, and it's a pain in the ass just like that here. So like why like. Another one of those reasons why you know, SA1 did it better. So like especially for level designs like this, and why is it like that? Where just you have to go like constantly up and down for this one. I just don't even know. It turns out the last emerald piece is actually also in one of those other containers, but only this time it's inside that one container. That one I just struggled a bit because like I was trying to punch that metal box up there, but I forgot you just uppercut those. You know, I haven't really played this game in a long time. Go easy on me. Also, did Knuckles just T-pose? Sorry, I saw Knuckles T-posing there for a second there. That was actually kind of weird. And what rank did I get? I got an E rank. God damn it. You know what? I honestly really hate the ranking system for this one, because like, you know, the game really does expect you to do so much good, and you know, with all these tricks, and you try your very best, but at the same time, especially for later levels where they get so much more tedious, they really spike in difficulty, and they still get an E rank. You know, at the same time, I really don't give a shit if I get any ranks, because all that matters to me is that I live.
Long time no see, treasure hunter. Did you find my emerald?
That's a good one. Your emerald. Talking to you is a waste of time.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so here we have Rouge the Bat as a boss fight. Yeah, long last, we're wondering when we're going to get to that character battle. Yep, we're fighting Boots McGee the Bat. I'm sorry, Rouge the Bat. Anyway, so for this one, all you have to do is just, you know, just punch at her constantly. But the biggest issue with this boss fight here is a fucking camera control. Yeah, instead of just having to fight Rouge so much, you would have your biggest enemy is a camera. You were the ones fighting the camera control, not so much each other. So yeah, be very careful as you go around. And you know, just kind of like just keep trying to punch at her, and then that should be it. And of course, it's a matter of finding her because of how small she is. She's right over there. She could be in just either of those railings, and also that's when the that shutter opens up, and then that's when Knuckles and Rouge will actually float around. And so it should be just one more. And also, Rouge actually has a special attack that she's going to use. And it's supposed to be some kind of a black hole kind of thing or whatever it does. I always tend to avoid that, but yeah, that's one thing you want to watch out for. Because each time you do those character battles for the final time, that's when they'll actually use their special attacks. So yeah, whenever Rouge says "Here I come," then that's when she'll use her special attack. But then that's the last hit, and then there we go. Now Rouge is down.
Get away from my emerald.
And so with that should be it for Knuckles. So yeah, we're done with Knuckles for now.
Stop fooling around and give me back my emerald.
emeralds. What are you babbling about? You call yourself a hunter attacking a lady? Shame on you.
What kind of lady goes around stealing gems anyway?
Those belong to me. Ah! Ah! What in the world? Keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch me.
Is that how you say thanks to someone who just saved your life?
Saving my life. Don't think I owe you one. You just wanted to hold my hand, didn't you? That's why you saved me. You're such a creep.
This isn't a joke, you know. Think what you want, Batgirl. I was saving the Master Emerald.
No matter what you say, it sounds crazy.
What?
Fine, then just take them. They stink like echidnas do.
If that's what you thought, you should have given me them in the first place. Finally.
What?
I'm sorry if I hurt you.
We should get going.
Talk about some sexual tension between them, and in a Sonic game, no less. Inside Space Ball in the Arcane, countdown 41 minutes. Yeah, we gotta hurry. Alright, so yeah, that was it. And also, I'm gonna have to assume that Angel Island must have fallen down pretty safely, because, like, by this point onwards, they must have, like, clearly forgot that Knuckles was supposed to be the guardian of Angel Island and the Master Emerald itself. So, like, the Master Emerald was removed, so what the hell happened to Angel Island? Alright, so stage 15, I believe, is what it said there, Crazy Gadget. Alright, so Crazy Gadget. Yeah, I also gotta go watch up the guy here. Fuck this level 2. Especially the one section with the whatchamacallit, the color puzzle section. Well, it's like right by the end of the stage, but yeah, this stage here also gave me a bit of shit here because, mainly because, actually for two reasons. Well, one of them was because of the whole color puzzle, all the platforms like Tetris blocks, but another reason is because of, the gravity. Yeah, this, from what you can see here, this stage actually does have a gimmick. It's the, changing the flow of the gravity, where, like, if you hit the switch, or just, or pull down that lever, then, the gravity will actually change, depending on what the arrow is pointed at. And, honestly, the gravity really does tend to just fuck you over as well, and I've tried to grab another pulley, and then for some reason Sonic isn't really just jumping onto it. I thought the homing attack would work, but I guess not. So yeah, the gravity, well, especially when you're in control, like when the zero gravity takes effect, or at least when the gravity changes. Yeah, the control can be very, very clunky because of it. and it really isn't really programmed all that well, honestly. So like stuff like these, you know, especially with how they take control, like when the gravity's been altered, then yeah, it really does. It feels so clunky and feels nerve-wracking as well. That I feel like that could just fall off at any moment now, just by like, you know, because of the control. And like, you know, just in general, that's like one of the things I don't really like very much, you know, in some games where the alterations of gravity. With an exception though, that would be Super Mario Galaxy, because, you know, Super Mario Galaxy actually did it right with their gravity changes. You know, they managed to control a lot better, and that was like a lot of effort put into it. And so, you know, I feel like they did a better job with all that. And, you know, and so because of that, and, you know, with everything else about it, that's why, you know, I really do enjoy Super Mario Galaxy quite a lot of times. I mean, you know, not solely because of the change in gravity, but, you know, it's one of those games at the same time that I feel like that that's, you know, when they did gravity mechanic, like, they actually did it right. Oh yeah, by the way, folks, so you can actually use the light speed attack against the artificial chaos that I don't know, shout out little mini things or whatever. I almost forgot to do that, and so I was trying to activate it, but for some reason, even when I was holding the B button, Sonic didn't really start performing the spin dash like right away. Because, you know, the B button, if you hold it, then that's when Sonic will start doing the spin dash, and then if you hold it long enough, then he'll be ready for the light speed attack. And so I was trying to press hold the B button, but for some reason it looked like Sonic wasn't doing that. But then only a second later, that's when Sonic started doing the spin dash. So it really did throw me off for a bit. So yeah, that's something you want to be careful for, because, you know, like I said, guys, I have not played this game in a long time, for years. So, you know, I guess my playing skills is a little bit rusty at the moment. So I mean, if you're seeing that I'm kind of you know, goofing up a bit there, and, you know, I'm actually doing a little bit miserably, especially for the later levels, then you know, I do apologize. It's just, you know, my playing skills having gone rusty over the years of, you know, having not replayed this game in a long time, and so I've only just now gone back to doing or playing this game for the Let's Play. I guess some of you may say that this could be the reason why that I should do test playthroughs, and, you know, you're right. I could have done those, but here's the thing: I didn't have so much on my plate, you know, with you know, being busy and all that, and so I hardly ever had the time to do all that shit. So that's why I just, you know, just having to play those or just play the game instantaneously. So I got a bit distracted with how Eggman was, you know, taunting Sonic and all that. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do, is just taunt Sonic, just like, you know, pressuring him to hurry up and get to him and save Amy, because well, apparently he's actually threatening to murder Amy. Yeah, threatening to murder a little child, aren't you? Well, a child hedgehog, I would say, but still. Now, there's actually supposed to be, as you can see here, I'm actually kind of hesitating a bit here, but that's because there is an upgrade around for Sonic. And so, yeah, I was trying to find a way to get to it, and then it's just right there. You just have to change the gravity. This is a Flame Ring. This allows you to use a powerful fire somersault. So, yeah, with that, then, Sonic will be able to, well, actually just be able to attack enemies better that way. And also destroys those metal crates, or the metal boxes that you see here. So there we go. And so that's just what we needed. So yeah, that's why I was going to take a long time, because I needed to get to the upgrade. And yeah, especially around the, you know, I gotta say, this is where the game spikes in difficulty for these stages, especially with Crazy Gadget, because, like, you know, Crazy Gadget, you know, I also made a few jump cuts here because I actually fell off, because I collected that one ring by accident, so there was no way for me to perform the light speed dash. And honest to God, folks, for stages like these, I had to admit, this is one of those things where I really don't like going very fast in these kind of stages. Because, like, you know, there's going to be a bunch of precision platforming, and it's very much anxiety-inducing for all this here. Because, like, you know, with all these bottomless pits, and so you have to be very careful when you perform the light speed dash, and also all these enemies that just come out of nowhere, especially the enemy placements. And also the gun beetles have their electric barriers, so you want to be careful of them as well, especially when you're trying to use those to get across with the homing attack. And also those gun robots have shields with them, so it's always sorry for the hiccup there. It's best to use that fire somersault when you're going up against them. So make sure you do those, and definitely watch out for the artificial chaos that you see there, because they'll use their little spindly arms to try to attack you as well. Oh god, that's really nerve-wracking. Look at that right there. Look at that. You know, this one of those things where I really don't like going fast in this stage. And, you know, this stage is really full of obstacles and hazards and the like. So yeah, you really want to be careful with this one. So that's why I just don't really enjoy this stage at all. I mean, you know, I said beforehand that I do enjoy Sonic stages in this game, but not this one definitely because you know, for one thing, this stage is very long, and you know, if you're not careful, you could easily fall to your death. But yeah, this is it right there. This is the one section where I also cannot stand because you know, because you also have to change the flow gravity constantly for this one, finding these switches here. But it's also hard to tell exactly where you have to go next, and so you know, you're gonna be thrown off very much by the change of gravity. So like, if you're not careful, if you don't see exactly, just like you know, just kind of think or don't think about outside the box, and you know, you could just very easily just mistake that platform for another thing, only to find out that it's actually not the right one, and then you fall to your death. So yeah, you really want to be careful with that one, and so that's how it really threw me off there. And so yeah, that's why I'm having to do all these constant jump cuts because of you know because of all that there. And yeah, that's where I fucked up there. Yeah, you actually have to go into that blue platform right over there, just across that gun beetle. I call them gun beetles because you know I don't exactly remember what the name of them were, but I think they're called gun beetles if I'm right. So yeah, that's just all there is. Overall, fuck this stage because you know I died quite a few times. You see, you can see on my life counter there that it decreased quite a bit because you know, because of the design of this kind of level, and so you know this is where I get like super nervous for times like these, and so I try to be very careful just going around and just trying to go so fast. So you know, because of that, I'm sure I very easily got the E-ring for this one, but you know. You know, if you're trying to A-rank this one, you know, best of luck to you guys, because, you know, having to get the A-ranks in the stage is a royal pain in the ass. So, like, at this point, I'm just going to say that I really give no fucks at all if I ever do end up getting an A-rank, because, you know, the most important thing is that I survive through these, and, you know, there's no way I can ever would even try to attempt an A-rank for stages like these, because of all this shit. Also, that artificial chaos is going crazy. Whoa, calm down there, buddy. But yeah, even if I don't get an A rank, I get an E rank instead, I really couldn't care less. Because, you know, all that matters to me is that I get through the stage and be done with it. That's all that matters. So, you know, even if I end up performing very poorly, I really don't care at all. So, you know, I know you guys will probably have a say about that for those of you hardcore gamers, but, you know, at the same time, you know, I most importantly, I just want to survive. That's it. That's all that matters. So. Anyhow, we're done with the stage. Thank God. Let's move on.
Let's take care of business first, shall we, Sonic? Hand over the Chaos Emerald, slowly, and then we'll talk about your girlfriend. That is, if you really care for her.
Handing over the fake emerald? I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone!
Put the emerald down right there and back off.
You've turned into a big-time villain, Doctor!
Whoa! You thought you could trick me with that fake emerald, didn't you?
So, how did you know it wasn't the real one?
Tails!
Because you just told me, Fox Boy. Now for a little space ride. The capsule clears the colony back.
I'm counting on you, Tails. Amy, take care of yourself.
Farewell, Sonic the Hedgehog.
same wavelength and properties. But can I do this?
Correct. My admirable adversary. Now we have some unfinished business to take care of. If you give me the real emerald, I will release you both. You have my promise.
Sonic!
Huh?
Sonic's asked me for the first time to do something for him. I won't let him down. I won't give up.
All right, folks, Dr. Eggman, round 2. This is the last time we'll be playing as Sales, and you see my life counter right there? Fuck this boss! Holy shit! Why did who thought that not putting rings in this arena is a good idea? Like, my God, seriously. So yeah, just like before, in the last time we fought Eggman, just keep shooting him or punching him if he gets close enough. But you want to be careful though, because you know he also has special attacks. He has this big fuck you laser right there, and also he will fire these missiles at you. Be careful though, because they will hurt you, and you don't have any rings either, so it's a chance of survival. So if you're not careful, you could very well die. And overall, fuck this boss. But I finally did. It took me so many goddamn attempts. Like, holy shit.
I feel some strange energy.
Hey, Sonic! Whoa, I wasn't sure if I could pull that one off. Somehow I managed to use the Chaos Control.
Chaos control? Are you okay?
I'm worried about Tails and Amy. I hate to ask, but could you help them? This is our last chance. I got it. Before the cannon fires, I'll slam dunk it in there.
Alright, I am fully aware that this is a series about anthropomorphic talking woodland critters and all that, but I'm just gonna say this right now. How the fuck did Sonic do that? Like, you know, performing chaos control with a fake emerald that has no guarantees whatsoever that could ever actually be able to perform that, yet somehow Sonic was able to do that. Because, you know, there's no way in hell they could ever convince me that Sonic was able to do that and learn about it just by watching Shadow do it. You know, when the first and only time you ever saw, you know, somebody else doing chaos control, in this case, Shadow. And so, like, you know, just not exactly know how exactly you do that. But then somehow, by sheer miracles and all that, he just somehow pulled it off. So, but, you know, no, that can't be it. There's no way in hell that could ever be possible. So, like, how the hell did he do that? Like how? Ugh. I don't know. There's like, I don't get it. Yeah, I know it's a video game and all that, you know, all the you know, hedgehogs or foxes with two tails and, you know, stuff like that. But still, just seeing over there, it's baffling to say the least. So, anyway, so in the next episode of Sonic Adventure 2, we actually have one last stage to go to. Yeah, this is it, folks. We're done with we're almost done with the hero story. So all we got left is the final stage in the hero story, and also Sonic's last stage before we get to the final boss of the hero story. Before we do that, actually, I did mention that there's also the last remaining upgrades that we haven't gotten yet, and it turns out I was actually wrong about the missing melody being the one thing. Well, I mean, we're getting the missing melody anyway, but there's also some other upgrades that that had nothing to do with it, and like just some regular upgrades that we had to backtrack since we had the other upgrades and all that to get with the other characters. So what we're gonna do is that for the next video, we are going to backtrack to the previous levels to get the remaining upgrades for the other characters, and then also including the couple of the missing melodies for them as well, and also to kind of show them off. And then after that, then that's we'll be tackling the final stage in the hero story, and then over to the final boss, and then we should be done with it. So that will be the plan. So I will see you guys then.